Okay, guys. So I tried setting up for the ban list. Passed out. Sleepy guy. Sleepy dude. Okay. Ban list did come out though. And if I scroll down right now, see it. I saw some of it, but I haven't processed it. I know it just throws it all at you at once. So we're just gonna look at it and we're gonna talk about it. Wow. This is they really hate Sakuya and Megadra. They do not give a fuck about Royal Knights. They hate gas. Okay. I guess working our way from banned down. Tayaka gone. I don't think anyone really cares. That card has only ever done bad things for the meta, I think. It's never been like a card that is ever used in the deck that's intended for. It's always kind of just there to enable loop tactics, and they're not very good either. Which is probably a good thing. They've never been good, but even then, I think still hitting them is probably fine from a gameplay perspective. Banned pair, Cow, Sakuya X, and Balder Arm. I mean, that's a really tough one. I would say Sakuya is still fine if you can't play Balder with Sakuya X or Tau. You may just drop that Tau and Sakuya and play Balder by itself, but yeah. Obviously it's not the only hit for Sakuya though, so we're gonna have to deal with that when we get there. And then we go down again. I mean, that band, I mean, I don't want to talk about the band pair by itself. We're gonna talk about the big hits to Sakuya together, because oh my fucking god, they really hate this deck. The new restricted cards, we've got Gravity Crush, makes sense. Parabolic Junk, probably makes sense. I understand why they don't have the Viper one, whatever it is. The one that whenever you, Digimon gets deleted, gain 2 memory. I think hitting both of these is probably fine. Parabolic Junk is completely fine to hit, in my opinion, just because it provides a potential in the future, and Gravity Crush is already being abused currently. So having both of the cards gone is great. I've wanted Gravity Crush gone since like BT15 when Red Hybrid was using it so much, because it's just like an impossible card to play around. And then, 3 Megadra hits. Like, just 3 Gill Rush, Bird Rush, Megadra hits. The Rush Gill, getting hit the 1 is really big. It kind of lowers their potential ceiling for killing you consistently. The Groundmon that... this is the one that has the inherit to delete one of your other Digimon gets like Sec plus 1. Also being hit the 1, I think it's a pretty big deal. Obviously there are like stronger Groundmons to hit, but having this one be, I think, limited to 1 does give you more options to play around certain things. Like they're not going to be able to as easily clear their board in order to proc their on deletion effects, as well as get that extra Sec plus 1 off of an already spent body, which was pretty good. And then Garuda X being limited to 1. Yeah, birds, these cards had to go for a long time. For a very, very long time. This is the whole reason that Bird Ancient Greymon was like a deck for a little bit. This card is, by and large, the most disgusting card in Birds, and most unfun thing you can do. So I'm glad that it's also getting sent to hell. I kind of wish they banned cards more often, but I understand it as well. I mean, I think these hits are going to be enough to take at least 2 of the best decks out of the meta, and take a lot of problematic cards that I was very unhappy about away. And then you got Digivolution Plugin S Sakuya. Okay, I was talking to people last night about what they could do to really hurt Sakuya. I was like, well, I hope they ban level 7s. I feel like the thing that are really annoying is that Sakuya can make use of the level 7s best, but the level 7s are the most problematic, I think, in the long run, because you just need an engine to get them out. Sakuya just happens to be the engine that's getting them out currently. They went with the opposite approach, and they shot Sakuya. They shot Sakuya really hard. And don't get me wrong, I think it's fair. A lot of decks weren't even playing the Devolution Plugin S anymore. They were kind of like moving away from that, and we're playing like more like yellow option based stuff. The Sakuya hit is fucking massive. The Sakuya hit is insane. I think that really hurts the deck beyond like repair. I was talking about how that I think is the one card that really can't get hit. The draw 2 Sakuya is so important for consistency, for just like letting us recover so well. Like having Pot of Greed in your deck was so nice. And it being God, it's so sad. Royal Knights of the Purge, super good. I'm happy there's at least a hit to Royal Knights on here, because it would just be Royal Knights format for some reason. And that would be really annoying to deal with. So having that get sent to hell is really good. I wish they hit Royal Knights more. Like, Purge is a big hit, don't get me wrong. Purge is a really, really big hit. And you can make the argument like, well, what are they going to hit otherwise? I understand that, well, there's a lot of like new Royal Knight stuff, but gosh, I just wish, like, I wish Ruin Mode got hit. I wish Valdemar Arm got hit. I wish, you know, maybe Omni X or the Oryukin mode got hit. I wish maybe something else in Royal Knights get hit. I wish some of the tier 2 decks got hit. I wish Hunters and like Red Purple Imperial got hit. But no, they ended up hitting Gas. They ended up hitting Gas. What the fuck? Metal Garurumon from EX1. I should never ever be interested in playing any decks ever. Okay? For context, not the last ban list, but 2 ban lists ago, the deck that I was really interested in playing was an ancient Gabumon list that I had made myself. And I was like, wow, this is really cool, really sick, really awesome. And then they immediately hit Louis and Hammerspark. And I was like, damn, that fucking sucks ass. This deck probably isn't playable anymore. Then I'm like, oh, I love Sakuya. I've been playing Sakuya. Sakuya's been my main deck for a while. I'm very happy and comfortable with it. But it's probably gonna get hit. So let me try switching off. Sorry about that. Switching off, and let's look at Gas. And so, Risu sent me a list from, I believe it was the Malaysian tournament. And I was like, damn, this looks sick. I'm gonna start getting the cards ready for this. Then I was like, wait, they could hit it. I don't want to do anything about it yet. And then they hit it. Wow, yeah, this is awful. Okay. I mean, great ban list, but also terrible ban list. I really dislike it because it doesn't address some of my issues that I have with the game right now, which is decks kind of can play from nothing, and it looks like, in my opinion, some of the best decks that played from nothing got hit, but a lot of the tier 2 decks that play from nothing are still around. So, like, Red Purple Imperial is still around. Omnimon is still around and untouched. I'm gonna hate them so much. And I have the Omni deck. I have the Omni deck fully built. I have every card I need. I hate the mirror match for that deck as well. Maybe I should just be like a Red Purple Imperial player. Maybe that's like the move. There is like an argument that maybe there's like a yellow base engine that can make use of Ruin and Boulder Arm now. And like we can try like finding that. It sucks because the problem with the Sakuya deck wasn't that the top end was bad, it was the bottom end was bad. So there was like a hypothetical list that I was trying to build where you replace the bottom end with just like good stuff, and then you go into like the Talmons if you want, or you can just skip the Talmons, go into like good stuff level 5s, and then go into the Sakuyas. Because the drop 2 Sakuya is so good, and it's so consistent in doing what you wanted to do. Unfortunately, they hit the top end, as well as hit a pair ban. So yeah, this is gonna be interesting for sure. Yeah, well, I'll think on it a little bit more. I'll try and find, this is gonna be an interesting nationals. Interesting nationals. I don't know, like if I had to make an instant guess right now, like a gut instant guess, I'd say Royal Knights, Red Purple, Omni. like probably gonna be 3 of the best decks. Maybe some heroes. Maybe some people got like some crazy CS stuff cooking in the back. Okay, what are the decks weak to right now? We got, I mean, no on plays. So Valder still goes crazy. Valder still goes crazy against the decks. Wait, Venus goes crazy too. Ah, dude, they just didn't hit the fucking Sakuya. God. Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you all. I wish you guys the best.